Yo, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with the semifinals of the International Masters that I did at the Walters Pyramid. So here my opponent is taking a kind of combative stance. He tries to go for a sweep single, and I'm able to kind of stop that. And now we're going to get into a stand-up type game here. So he tries to reach for my belt, and I step my back foot back and stop him from grabbing that. So what I want to grab here is the cross collar lapel with a grip on his belt here. And I was just kind of figuring out what type of grip I wanted, but this is the grip I want right here. The cross collar lapel with a grip on the back of the tricep, kind of like for a judo setup. And unfortunately for me, I'm going to not really go for any type of takedown right here. And I was kind of just basically trying to feel him out and figure out how strong he was going to be on the feet, if he had really good takedowns, just trying to work. And as you can see, I'm kind of circle stepping and kind of imposing my will, if you can really say that. And here I open up the lapels, which is something I do all the time from standing. I open up those lapels. I was a little late on opening that, but right here I'm kind of just feeling him out for the first couple minutes of the match. I'm trying to figure out like what type of takedown I want to do. Right here I try to go for a single leg, but he's able to stuff it. And right here I try to break the sleeve grip, but I don't pull away. I kind of pull back on the sleeve, which goes up his arm, which is kind of a rookie mistake right there. And I try to go for another single there. But what I'm really trying to do is kind of just impose my will, kind of get him circle stepping and figuring out what type of takedown I want to do, and kind of see like what his resistances are, so I know like what his timing is going to be. So right here I'm kind of just circle stepping, keeping my posture nice and stable, kind of moving him around the mat, trying to figure out how strong he is going to be on resisting what I'm trying to do. And right here, he's going to make a very telegraphed collar drag, and I see that, step my leg over, get to my knees, and stand right back up before him. And what I'm going to do now is give him my own collar drag, and I made a mistake. I should have used my left hand to control his pant leg. Obviously, his gi came off, so I cut that out of the video, but I should have used my left hand to control his pant leg, and I didn't really do that. So right here, he tries to go for another takedown, and I'm able to kind of stuff that. We're on the edge of the mat. So right here, I go for a fake guard pull to single leg. The ref is going to say, cease time. And right here I get into my passing position, and he's saying stop in Portuguese, which I didn't really hear, so we had to reset in the center, so I cut that out as well. But I was able to kind of get that fake guard pull to single leg and use a proper collar drag and get up into a passing position, but obviously he stepped out of bounds, so I wasn't able to do that. So right here I pull guard, which is again something I don't really do too much, especially in competition. A lot of people pull guard against me, but my opponent here was not going to pull guard, and so I pulled into close guard, which is one of the positions that I really enjoy playing. It's very, very dynamic. It leads to a lot of attacking positions. Close guard is not a position where I hang out in, and as you can see, and as you're going to see from this video, I'm going to be doing a lot of attacks from close guard, and it's not somewhere where I hang out. I love playing close guard, and I love being offensive with the close guard because it leads to a lot of sweeping opportunities. So right here, his head is very much buried down into my chest, and I open up the lapels, which is something I did in the beginning. I'm using that I used that to try to trap his arm, and but I wasn't able to get anything from it. So my opponent actually is a left-handed left side passer, which is not something that I encounter all the time. A lot of people are pretty much pass to the right, so he's left, so he does everything on his left side. And the mistake I'm making here is trying to initiate all the sweeps that I want from his left side, which is his strong side, because that's usually people's weaker side, because I go against a lot of right-handed people. So that was just a mistake that I made there. So right here, I was able to stand back up from the close guard, so he wasn't able to pass the guard or get into any type of passing position. So right here I pull guard again into the close guard, and his posture is very much broken down. So he tries to start going for a Sao Paulo type style pass, where he like gets up in a tripod position, which is something I haven't seen anybody do in competition or in regular roles, to be honest. Sao Paulo pass is kind of the old school way of passing in close guard, but he wasn't able to kind of initiate any of that. So right here, his posture is pretty much broken down. I'm playing a nice close guard with the cross collar grip, and I'm going to start grabbing his pant leg. He is going to stand, and I'm not able to kind of get my arm on the inside for the muscle sweep, which is something that I usually go for. Right here I try, and then he kind of brings that leg back down to trap my arm, so I immediately bring it back so that arm is not out of the fight. And I still got a strong cross collar grip. I'm just trying to figure figure out what type of close guard sweep or a sweep attempt I'm trying to do. I'm going to talk about this in the takeaway. It's kind of one of the mistakes I'm making here. I'm kind of trying to go for everything. Right here, I'm able to get the arm across and trap it with my chest and try to get the lat and get the pendulum sweep, but he's able to free his arm. And like I said, I am very, very much an aggressive attacker from the close guard. I do not like to hang out there. I like to make people feel uncomfortable in the close guard, and that's what I'm doing in this match right here. So right here, I'm able to get my right arm under his leg, and I start trying to get grab his sleeve and get into like an X position, but he's able to kind of recenter and stop me from doing that. So I don't want my right arm to be trapped and out of the fight, so I bring it back to my chest. And right here, I'm kind of looking at my coach, looking at the score and the time. It's 0-0 currently, but I'm ahead based on my aggressiveness in the position. So right here, he gets his knee in, and I get into like a half guard position right here, get on my side, keep a nice grip on the collar right here with my right arm, kind of controlling the distance. He tries to start fishing for my leg right here, so I'm going to make sure that I'm on my side and ready for anything that he tries to do. So right here, what I'm trying to do is get back into the close guard. I'm able to kind of pull him because I've got a pant grip on his on his right leg with my left arm, and I was trying to use that to sweep him to the side. But he's got very, very good balance and very good base. I think maybe he was a wrestler or is a wrestler or something, but he's got very good base. So right here, he's again trying to do that Sao Paulo type pass, which I haven't really seen in competition. So right here, I'm able to kind of get the leg. I tried to take him over. I wasn't able to do that, and some of the tape from his hand fell off his finger, and that's what you see on the mat next to me. So right here is again stacking and using that Sao Paulo type passing system, which I'm not really too worried about because he's not really getting the proper angle, and I'm able to kind of angle to the side and start attacking a Kimura on his right arm. Based on how he had it, it was kind of in a 90-degree angle. You can't really see it from this angle, but I lose the Kimura, and I start trying to work on bringing that arm across and setting up a different type of sweep. So right here, I'm still playing the high close guard. I tried to start bringing my right leg over to get into an omoplata type position, and he stacks again with that Sao Paulo type passing position, and then just recenters and resquares into the close guard. So right here, again, I'm looking at my coach, looking at the time, trying to figure out what type of way I want to pass. I'm grabbing the pant grip, and I'm not really able to get into a muscle sweep type position. Right here, he tries to like jump over the guard while still in the guard, not really able to do it. I wanted to take that momentum and take him to that side, but I wasn't able to do it, and he kind of squares back up into the closed guard position. And again, he starts to try to stand right here, and that is going to be the end of the match. So let's get right into these takeaways. Right here, he kind of telegraphs the collar drag and doesn't grab my leg, so I'm able to get up right away. And I make the mistake of not using my left arm to grab the single leg to prevent him from doing the exact same thing. He's kind of just a brain fart right there, so he's able to get up. Right here, I'm focusing on, I should have focused on position over sweep. Right here, I should have made sure that that left arm was trapped and then not allow him to square back up and stop my momentum for the sweep. Right here, I'm kind of just being too passive. I've got a nice grip on the collar. I've got my knee shield in. I should have tried to go for a scissor sweep or some type of other type of sweep instead of just like sitting there passively and letting him figure out how he wanted to pass and not being as aggressive as I normally am and just getting back into the close guard. So those are 3 takeaways, and I will catch you guys on the next one on Tuesday for the finals. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.